Y'all remember the night that we got the 6-liter, right? Made it almost all the way home, but had to stop to get some diesel, and then when we went to leave, it wouldn't even turn over.
Nothing.
But thankfully, we did find out that it wasn't the 6-liter immediately doing 6-liter things. It was actually an issue with the shifter not fully engaging it into park. So it was like in this weird zone between park and reverse. And of course, there's a sensor that has to read it in park for it to actually crank up. So the fix for that night and up until now has been anytime it won't turn over, just slap it down into neutral and it'll crank up just like it's supposed to. It wasn't really on my top list of priorities when it definitely should have been, because the other day, unfortunately, this happened. Absolutely smoked my freaking phone. I have never destroyed a phone like that in all of my time of filming videos and owning a phone in general, but that was not a good freaking day. But here we are, up and running again. Listen, freaking learn, dude.
Let's go ahead and hop up in here and I'll show y'all exactly what it's doing, and then we're gonna fix it. So yeah, she's right there in the middle, which it feels, you know, like it's all the way up into park, but obviously it's not. And if you put the key in it and try to crank it, you see nothing. So then you can go ahead and put it down into neutral and it will actually crank. Or you can do like that and really force it up into park. That is in park because I can feel it no longer like slipping over to reverse. That's in park, but obviously it's still not over as far as it should be. So thank goodness there's a pretty easy fix for this. Let's go ahead and take our fuse panel off. You just want to grab these with your fingernail, twist them sideways, and they will pop free. There's 4 of them. And there's a little tab at the top. Just slide it out of place. Now if we sit here and jiggle this, you can see how loose it is up top, but also, if I can get the camera position, wiggle it back and forth, there should not be slack like that. So we're going back into the dash over the brake pedal, and right here is where our linkage connects. And as you can see, we've got a lot of play in it, and it's not a bushing, it's not the metal itself, it's simply the 10 million times that this thing has been put in park, reverse, neutral, drive. Those bolts have backed themselves out. So I'm using a T25, but truthfully it is a little bit bigger than that. This is just the only one that I have that will bite it. We're going to go ahead and remove one of them. We're going to go ahead and put some blue Loctite on this bad boy, throw it back in there. All right, don't go crazy, because the last thing you want to do is snap that freaking bolt off, but that's nice and snug. We're going to back out this guy, the top one, and then drip some blue Loctite from the top onto it, and then screw it all the way back in. Take your panel, slide that little top piece in there, lock these guys back in place, and we are done and ready to test it out. Hopefully no more slop, and going perfectly into gear, or into park and then into gear. First time trying it, let's just go ahead and give it the old wiggle test. Oh, it definitely wiggles still, but it's all from here up. It's not down in the column. Let's throw it all the way down. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. That is 1,000,000% in park too. I'm stoked with that, but I can't imagine how many people probably got their trucks towed because they couldn't figure that out. Only like telltale sign is that check gauge will pop up when you go to turn it. I know it's going to crank now. We'll test it in just a second, get y'all a little startup. But that's really it. If your check gauge pops up and your truck won't crank when it says it's kind of in park, that's going to be your problem. Them screws have backed out far enough to where it won't allow it to actually put it into park. I'm freaking stoked with that. So let's go ahead and grab us a little 6-liter startup, bo. Cannot have a 6-liter video without some Chewbacca. Now this freaking thing sounds amazing, but I've seen a lot of other 6-liters that are way louder. Is that a different turbo? Is it just a spicy tune? Like, I don't know. Some of them are super clappy, like too clappy. But then some are like similar sounding to this, but super freaking loud. Y'all let me know. We need to get that for sure. What a freaking thing of beauty. You gotta love when you've been having an issue with your truck and it turns out to be a super easy fix, just like it was in this video. So if you're having any kind of problems with your shifter being loose or not going into gear properly, go out and check. I can pretty much guarantee that it's gonna be those 2 screws have backed out just over time, and all it takes to fix them is, like y'all saw, a little bit of Loctite, tighten them mugs down, and we should never have that issue happen to us again. And all jokes aside, that would have been a really bad way for me to leave this world, accidentally getting ran over or the freaking door sandwiching me against a tree or something. So I literally, in the video, you could see, I put it up in the park and it rolled back a little bit. So then I shoved it up in park. I was like, okay, it felt like it caught. And then I hop out and I go to walk back here and I see the tire roll backwards. So I'm like, oh crap. So I turn around, hop back in there, but I had the door open, and about where that fence is right there is a tree at the house, which obviously if it rolled back, it would have smacked the door, possibly me sandwiched in between, and then more trees back there. Who knows? I could have got tripped up and then just freaking ran over. It could have been, like I said, a laughable way to go, having the stupid thing not in park and rolling me up. Gosh, talk about a bad headline. Local YouTuber ran over by his own truck. Not the way I'm trying to leave this world. So anyways, go out, check your truck. Even if it's not acting up at the moment, it's probably gonna be freaking loose. Anyways, 7.3 guys of this body style, maybe the OBS 7.3s, not sure. Maybe the 6.4 guys, who knows? It might go all the way up. They still might have the exact same design. I'm sure at some point they decide to possibly put some kind of Loctite something on it. If they didn't, gosh dog. Anyways, this is just one of those things with these older trucks. Time and age, you will find the not thought through things, and that's just one of them. Heavily used part just comes loose. So anyways, I ain't gonna ramble on. Hopefully y'all did enjoy. Be sure to leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new, ring that bell notification, and I greatly appreciate everyone that has recently purchased a hat and decal. It means the world for y'all to support me in that way, above and beyond just watching the videos. It's freaking awesome. So anyways, hope y'all guys enjoyed. See y'all in the next one.
Thank you.